Can you hear me? Do let me know if you can hear me. Okay. It's a Wednesday. We have reached the middle of the week. Got a few of you in. Okay. Let's see. Oh, plenty of chat in there already. Hello, everybody. Hi, Missy, Clover Stitcher, Adria, Anna Karen, Rosemary, Leslie. Welcome to your first live. Patricia and Sharon. Hi there. How was everybody doing? Wednesday evening. It's been a tough week, but we're making it. We're getting through. Come on. Right. So I've got some Mary Princess ongoing tonight. So how are we all doing? Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Mandy. What we've been up to today. Hi, Mrs. McGinns. Okay. Oh, great stuff. Doing well. Fantastic. Good. Oh, my days. Do you know, it's been such a week this week. It's been really hard at work this week. We've been so busy. And, you know, it's just been one of those days where I didn't think that 5 o'clock was ever going to come. Hi, Mandy. Happy birthday. Hi, Woo Woo. Oh, yes, Missy. Isn't she looking fantastic? I can't believe I got all them stitches in last week and got to corner number 3. So, yeah, I am just super happy with how this one's going. I'm having a few days off from her over the weekend. Me and Andy are off to London. I will be here on Sunday, so don't worry. But yeah, I'm having a few days off so I won't get burnt out. But yeah, we're so close to the finish as well. Okay, I think Catherine's coming in via Facebook. I'll just flick over there and have a look. She says, hi to everyone. I made it. Yep, you sure did, Catherine. Hi, Red. How are you? So, let's see. Anna Karen, you're going to be naughty and stitch instead of doing boring chores. You know what? That is a plan with no drawback. Can't fault you for that one. So, what are we all stitching on? I've got my Maui out. I was working on stitching shelf earlier. I've got a model stitch that's, well, part of it's here. I've got part of the threads. So I'm going to get started on that tomorrow. And then, what?
I thought they'd gone out for wash.
No, they weren't for wash.
Oh, you told me that last night.
It's okay. Okay. Oh, cracky, what have I done here? Oh, there I am. Okay, that was Andy just passing, by the way. Yeah, Cheryl's doing Disney cross stitch. Patricia's still working on the flag. On your soul tire.
Anna, your bag's at top upstairs.
Mystic Mountain Nebula for Adria. That sounds intriguing. So yeah, I'm good. I'm just a little bit like I said earlier on, Red, I'm just a little touch tired because it's been quite busy at work. You know, one of those days when you're just really, really busy and you literally don't get a moment. It's been like that. Oh, blimey. But heck, it's all good. We get there in the end. Let's see. Leslie had been stitching on Rainbow Dragon by Artisy. Woo-woo, not stitched over a week due to hand surgery. It's driving me nuts being off work and can't stitch. Oh, no. Sharon, hot air balloon is now at 67.4%. Fantastic. And you started Cosmic Marbles, Anna Karen. Lovely. Adria's NASA image charted by Haid. Lots of confetti. Ooh. Is it still available on the website? Because if so, I might go and have a peek at that. So, yeah, so let's see. So we did the live on Sunday. I've worked obviously Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Tuesday I went into the office and it was starting to get nice weather. So I thought, yeah, I'll work on, I'll get to go to work and I'll wear a dress. So I got a nice long dress and some tights and a cardigan. And I said to Andy before we left, is it warm outside? He said, well, yeah. I said, do you think I'll need a coat? And he's like, nah. Okay, off I goes to the office. Come out of the office at 5 o'clock. Now, bear in mind, I go in my building and I don't at 9 and I don't leave until I come out at 5. Some people go out at dinner times and what have you, but I don't. I stay in. Otherwise, I just go up and down the high street and you know what that's like. It can be fatal, can't it? Yeah. I came out and it had been chucking it down and it was still raining. So here I am in a thin cardigan over my dress. No coat, no umbrella. Right, great. So I got a touch wet, but you know, that's fine. Cheryl finished your diamond painting Monday. Congratulations on your finish. Super duper. Hey, Nerdy Stitcher, how are you? And I know Sharon's in here, Sharon Fennell, so I'm going to tell you a little story. So, you remember the saga of the shopping cart, Sharon? How I lost my card, which had just over £165 on it. And I reached out to Perks at work to see if they could replace it. And they said, yeah, we can replace that for you. Not a problem. We'll send you a card out. And I'm like, okay, super duper. Send me a card. So a few days later, this card arrives. It arrived on the Thursday, and shopping cards are automatically activated within sort of 48 hours. So on Monday, I went to Asda to do my weekly shop. And I'm like, oh, I can use my shopping card. Great. Went into Asda, did my shopping, did the checkout, waved the gift card, and it said invalid. I was like, oh. Well, to be fair, I was a little bit annoyed. And but fortunately, I got other means to pay. So, you know, all was not lost. I could still pay for my shopping. So I came home and sent an email to Perks at work, and I said, very kindly replace this card. However, I've gone into the supermarket today and imagine my embarrassment when the card would not work. So a day or so later, I got a very nice email back. It's all right, there's no rush. Saying, sorry about that, but, you know, we can assure you that the card is active, it's ready to use. You know, there shouldn't be any issue with it. Okay, great. So the following Monday, which was last Monday, I goes into Asda again. Goes and does my shopping. Goes to the checkout. But this time I'm at a self-checkout rather than a manned checkout. Waves the gift card in front of the thing to get it to deduct the shopping bill. Card invalid. Oh my God. Luckily, I again had extra money with me. I had means to pay with me. So, I'm coming out of Asda on Monday night and Andy's driving me home, and I'm quite annoyed by this point because, yes, they've agreed to replace the card, but no, it's not flipping working. Sorry, this is a long story. So I emailed them again and I said, I know you said my card is working, but here's a photographic proof that when I was in the checkout at Asda, it said, card, oh, where's my scissors? Oh, they're there. Card not working. So I was just fuming. Anyway, following day, Tuesday, I'm in the office and I get an email from them. And on the email, now bear in mind, when you're reading it on your phone, it's very tiny, isn't it? Come on. Thank you. And there was a screenshot from, they had like a sort of some kind of interface with Asda. And it said, your card ending these 4 digits has been charged with £165 and whatever it was. And it's working. It's active. If you've got any further problems, reach out to Asda. Hi, Sandy. So I'm thinking about this during my work day, and I'm thinking there's definitely something not right about this card, because they've told me now twice that it's active and it's clearly not. So I was kind of thinking, well, me and Andy passed by a little Asda's. We'll pop in there and try it again. 3rd time's the charm, eh? But anyway, I was sat on the tram going home and I'm thinking, I wonder if that card number's right. So, thank you, my love. I'm sat on the tram and I dig out my purse and I dig out the card that they'd sent me, and I look on the back and it's got the full long card number. And the last 4 digits do not match in any way, shape or form the 4 digits that was on the email saying that your card ending such and such is active. So I took a photograph of the back of my card and I emailed it back to them with, you've told me that this card's working. You've told me it's card ending such and such. This is clearly not the card that you've issued to me. Something is very wrong with this. And this would explain why my card is coming up as invalid. Send that off and then waited. So I've got another email today saying, we've reached out to Asda, we've showed them the picture. We're really sorry, they've issued the wrong card. They will send you another one. So the saga of the shopping card is still ongoing, because at the moment, I'm refusing to do any spending at all through Perks at Work until the shopping card's resolved. So I'm quite cross that still I can't use the credit because they've loaded it onto some other card. Absolutely crazy. So the saga of the shopping card goes on and on. It's only been 2 months, nearly 2 months since I lost the card. Yes, Missy, so will I. But so do I. Yeah, Sharon, absolutely spot on. It's a good thing that I could still afford the shopping. But I've never known anything like it. And it was just like, and I said to them, you know, this is absolutely ridiculous. Because you're telling me it's working and yet I'm providing you with evidence that it's not. And it turns out that they'd sent the wrong card all along. So at the moment, I have a card that I can't physically use, sat in my purse, and I'm now waiting for another replacement. But as I said, I won't spend another penny through Perks at Work until this is resolved. But there we go. I think Andy's quite tired today as well, aren't you, love? A little bit worn out. What's up? No, I won't. I'll get it out of you later, one way or another. Just thinking that card they say is working, is that your old card found and used by someone else? It's not the old card because the balance hasn't moved. It's what it is that they've put the wrong card number against my account. I think it's just like some admin type error. I don't know. But it's like I said to them, it's a good job that I'm actually in a position to pay for my shopping. But it is quite embarrassing. Oh, come on. Thank you. Quite embarrassing when you're in a supermarket and you give them means to pay and it says, no, it's not working. And Andy, bless him, has just printed off all the bank statements for me because I had a long email from the solicitor earlier on about my ex-husband and the financial settlement. So we've got more work to sort of do for that. And bless him, he's gone and got these statements printed off. But we've still got more to do because we've run out of paper. And I think when I post this lot through the solicitor's door, I hope to God that the hallway isn't tiled, it'll crack it. Hi, Jodie. How are you? It's quite a lot of you here. It's almost like a Sunday. 35 people have tuned in so far. So if you're all joining me, and if anybody's new, welcome. It's fantastic to see. I didn't expect to see this many on the Wednesday live, I have to say. Absolutely awesome. You're right, Andy. So, yeah. I guess this was a good idea then. So, I said I'm a floss tube yesterday. I'd sort of narrowed down how I'm going to work next year. try and get some focus on a finish done on some of my bigger projects next year. Give them some extra time. I'm quite looking forward to next year. Going to be good. Going to be a good stitchy year. Ah, thanks, Jodie. Yeah, it just kind of breaks up the week as well. I think by Wednesday we're all ready for Friday, aren't we? But tomorrow is my Friday because I'm not working on Friday this week. Woohoo! With me and Andy getting ready for London. So, and I think we're quite looking forward to that, aren't we, love? Oh, that stitch has slipped. Oh, it's no problem at all, Jodie. It's no problem for me just to put my phone in its holder and turn it on. I actually really enjoy doing what I do on YouTube, and if I could earn a full-time job out of it, I would. If my stitching could pay me full-time in whatever way. Oh, thanks, Leslie. My mum, Patricia, my mum used to say Wednesday breaks the week's back. Yeah, we call it hump day. I'm going to get over the hump of Wednesday, and then you're on a slide down towards the weekend. I have to say I'm quite looking forward to going to London because I've not been to London for what? Is it 4 years, did we say? 3 years? 4 years? Was Lauren 11 or 12 or?
It was with Lauren, wasn't it?
Yeah. Was it 2020 we went?
No, because 2020 was COVID.
We've been 2021 then.
What did you go for?
I can't remember. Chat-alongs. I like that, Leslie. That's a good way of describing it. Yeah, last time I went to London, it was with Lauren, and it was for a birthday. I can't remember which birthday it was. But we stayed in a hotel for a couple of nights. We went shopping. She had her ears pierced. She went to Lego shop and to Disney shop and to Covent Garden and Leicester Square and, all the touristy places. I love Covent Garden, me. And then Andy and I were planning for his channel to do this filming. And then, but we're going to go across to like Borough Market. We'll go and find Bridget Jones's house as well. And go to, we'll see the Shard and all that sort of thing on the South Bank, Southwark Cathedral. Here in Sweden, we say Little Saturday about Wednesday. Oh, I wish. If my Wednesday was like a Saturday, I'd just be sat all day stitching. There's a few sirens out and about around here tonight, isn't there, love? So, yeah, so we go on Friday, we drive down, We're staying in a hotel in Barking in East London. No, just outside of East London, actually, I think. It's a couple of minutes walk, did you say, from the district line?
Yeah.
So we'll be on and off the tube, which I love. I'll get lots of steps in. I'll do loads of walking. You know, the tube has lots of steps, so yeah, so we'll definitely be on our feet quite a lot. I don't think we'll take any rocking at bedtime, will we, love? What are you looking forward to most when we go down? What is it? What out of your list? What is it that you would really, really like to see in person?
I've seen most of it before, so I'm kind of having to think of things that I haven't.
Oh, right. So it's a case of what you don't know. So maybe like things like Lincoln's Inn Fields and, you know, the Centre of Law.
No, I haven't been to the Old Bailey before.
You haven't been to Old Bailey, right? Okay.
So that's something, I guess.
It's the site of the old Newgate prison. But I think it's going to be nice to explore history as well, isn't it? Yes, I think it will be a lovely weekend, Missy. I think we're going to thoroughly enjoy it. And if any of you are following me on Instagram, I'm hoping to get some pictures up. And if you're friends with me on Facebook, I should probably have an album on there too. But the Facebook album may not go up until a few days after. But yeah, we go on Friday. We'll go into the city on Friday. We're staying Friday night and then go back into the city on Saturday and then home on Sunday. Just in time to cook a roast chicken dinner. Isn't it, love?
Yeah. That's apparently the plan.
Andy, you don't sound happy. What's up?
Doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Not while you're on your live stream.
Did I do something wrong? If somebody said something to upset you?
Can we have a live stream?
Has somebody said something to upset you? Well, I don't know. Type it into a message then, because I'm getting concerned. Facebook, eh? Well, you don't seem fine. Oh. Sorry, it's treat time. I well needed my Freddo today. Rosemary, I have a round head. What would be best, starting at the top or the far left? I just did all the edge of mine. So I'm not really any help, I'm afraid. Oh, what have I done here? What have I done here? I can't work out where I am. Oh, I can. I'm a plum. I've been looking at the wrong square. That's it. Have you seen Aldi's have brought out a copy of the Freddo? It's called a Dino. Ooh. That's right. Yep, she sleeps. Rosemary. That's the one. Next in line for the focus for a finish. Am I going to get my princess professionally framed? I haven't thought about that yet. I can't wait to get her finished actually and get her in a wash. She's I've been working on it for over 2 years, so all of the oils and things from my hands have discoloured it. I should imagine that when I do wash it, it'll be absolutely filthy. It should brighten it up no end. I mean, the colours are beautiful and bright anyway, but still. Sharon says, started my round head at the top in the middle and then worked off that. Yeah, I've been working on She Sleeps again this week, and I've done some of the top kind of left side of that. To be out and stitch with me tomorrow, which will be nice. Okay. Hi, Laurie. Hi, Nicola. I'm on a Zoom with my YouTube channel friends. Hit the like button and I'll let this run. Pop in once in a while. Fantastic. Cool. I need to do a video showing us how you wash. Yeah, I will be doing a video for that because that's been requested already. But yeah, any other video suggestions or ideas, just chuck them at me. I'm already looking at a whip parade for mid-year and also a parade for a start parade for 2024 initial plans as well. And if anybody does want to sort of join in with any of the new starts I've got, you've got 6 months. Oh, gone blurry. Come on. Thank you. 6 months then, you know, if you want to get the kit or the chart or whatever it is that you want to join me on. Oh, hello, Cat. I've had a few zeros on this as well the last few days, which has been nice. In fact, I think I've even had a couple. No, I haven't had a couple today. Got very close. I've got 2 down to just 1 stitch left. But annoyingly, they are on that side in where it's folded. Getting the zeros is real good fun. Feels like progress. In fact, I think I might have even got a 0 here. I'll have to have a look when I mark these off. How close are we to the next 0? How's Hannah enjoying a new job? She comes home absolutely cream crackered. She's done a different thing every day so far. And then today she's come home with a big binder with some homework to do, health and safety, COSH, fire regulations, that kind of thing. So she's been busy looking at that. Is this a 0? Yes, it is. Woohoo! So yeah, she's loving it. She's I think she'll be absolutely fantastic once she's sort of, you know, trained up and used to it and used to the people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can only see 6. Ah, there's the 7th one. Right, we're going to get another 0 here. 9, 3, 1. She's met some of the service users. She's met some of her colleagues. And, you know, I think it will be really good for her. But she's still making sure that she goes to volunteer at the dog kennel on a Tuesday. Because Hannah and her love of dogs is legendary. Loves dogs more than people, I think. What do you say, you love?
Yeah.
She came home on Monday. She was absolutely starving. But, you know, now she's making sure that she has a breakfast before she goes, because Hannah's terrible for skipping breakfast. And she'll take her some lunch with her. And then she comes home and she's ready for something to eat. So, but I mean, it's only like a 25-minute walk away from here, and then, you know, it's a 4-hour, 5-hour shift. Yeah, she did want to keep it on, Sharon. She said that she didn't want to give up, you know, going and the dog's kennel that she works at, it's for, or volunteers, that should I say, it's for dogs who have been rescued for one reason or another, whether it be owners not able to have them, they've been found as strays, you know, they are dogs which need extra care. And a lot of people would just give up on, which sounds awful, but it does happen. There was massive influxes into kennels after lockdowns lifted, because people then had to go back into office and found out they didn't really have time for a dog, and stuff like that. So she's kept up going. She'll go up there and she'll walk the dogs, and they'll, you know, clean the kennels and what have you. And, you know, all the time they're looking to rehome these lovely animals as well. Got some really gorgeous dogs there just lately. I've seen some pictures that she shared. And Hannah's the kind of lass that if she could fetch them all home, she would. And that is another 0. That's 2 zeros on this one tonight so far. Woohoo! Check your inbox. Now what to do? What to do? Oh, I think we might get another one here. These blues and greens are just so lovely. As you probably can tell, I'm getting quite excited as I get close to finish on this. I've just crossed 94%. You'd love to see my cone stash. It's big. Maybe I'll do a quick show of it. Maybe when I do the washing video, because I've got to get a colour or two out of the cones. I'm running short of some of the 3/6s. Oh, blimey, what did I do there? Oh. There we go. Not 3/6, it's a 3/8. I'm running out of 3/860, 3/861 and 3/862 for some reason. The popular colours at the moment. I think I'm using a fair few of them on sheath sleeves, but I'm also using them on stitching shelf. Okay. Not quite sure. I can hear a noise outside in the distance. I'm not quite sure if somebody's mowing or somebody's doing DIY with like a table saw. What do you think it is, love? You took any notice of it? Or
I can't really hear it.
it sounds like, you know, when you've got a petrol lawnmower, but then you can hear like the of like a bandsaw type of thing at the same time. Maybe there's two. The cat's on the prowl. It's too early for her to be fed. Let's see, is this another 0? Or do I have to find another rogue stitch somewhere? Oh, got one more stitch to find. Oh, it's down there. Oh, yes, Patsy, yes, I've seen that Lakesides do the ball tip needles. And Missy sent me a link as well the other day. So I'm definitely going to have a look for some. Of course, I mean, they don't stock them in like such as Hobbycraft or anything like that. I've seen the double pointed needles with the eye in the middle. I've had some of those. And, you know, I found that they were very good for sort of block stitching, but because they're very fine, you could only really use them for single strand. There we go, another 0. This Freddo's nice. Oh, is that right? UK Lakeside's the only UK supplier. The link that Missy sent me is for a company in Europe, because all of the prices are in euro. I don't know how it would stack up price-wise to Lakeside Needlecraft. I've not looked at it in any sort of depth. Right, let's have a look at getting some of this bit in, because there's a big bit of block stitching. These are like sort of block stitching now. 498. What, the double pointed needles, Patricia? And you say you've never fancied them? It's been a while actually since I had them out. But I did find that they were good for, you know, when I was doing like a lot of block stitching. But as I said, they're only good for one strand, and you've got to sort of, I'm in the habit of turning my needle now underneath, and you kind of got to get out of the habit of doing that. Welcome back, Jodie. Never, I would say never noticed that you were missing, but you know, I had to leave for a minute. Light company was here and decided to cut down a giant pine tree that died and could fall and take out power. Oh, blimey. Come on, focus. Thank you. I love the ballpoint needles for my full coverage. I treat them as gold. They're just so expensive. Yeah. Yeah, I hear that they are quite pricey. The link that Missy sent me, though, like I said, it will take a little bit of perusal, and I'll have a look and see. I don't know whether, you know, import duty or anything like that, so. Had to take some pics and a video for my 2-year-old grandson who lives with us. Loves tractors. Show me a 2-year-old little boy, in fact, even little girl, that doesn't love anything like that. Packs of 4 at $8.99 at Lakeside. Blimey. Yeah, the double pointed. Yeah, you just have to, it's like anything. I mean, you know, like when you start two-handed stitching, you have to train yourself to do two-handed stitching. And then when you're doing two-handed stitching with a double pointed needle, it's another different sort of training. You have to sort of train yourself to do it, but not turning the needle at the bottom. So holy moly, a lady at Essex Needles Retreat bought 200 of them from Lakeside. I nearly fell down as to how much that cost her. Crikey. Well, all I can say is that if somebody's bought 200, do they lose a lot of needles by any chance? That does seem like a lot. I mean, we used to buy packs of John James's needles when we were kitting for Sarah. And I think I've still got some, actually. And, you know, I mean, even sort of trade price, they're enough. But still, 200 packs, blimey. 200 of them. Is that 200 packs or actually 200 needles? Because if it's 200 packs, that's like 800 needles, isn't it? They have each colour set up, threaded. Oh, blimey. That's some serious stitching. I mean, I know I can, you know, be a serious stitcher, but that's some serious, some good going, that. I think $8.99 for a pack of 4. I mean, that's going to be like 50 packets for 200 needles. So that's $8.99 times 50, Andy. That's like £450. Near enough, isn't it?
Not far off, is it?
I hope that she got post free. That's all I can say. That is some serious dollar on needles. All right, before they did the packs. Yeah, I've heard good things about Peacemaker needles. I generally either use DMC or John James, depends if it's a kit or whatever needles are to hand. I'm unfussy usually. I have though got a pack of bohin needles, which I found were quite nice, except the eye of the bohin needle seems to be small. DMC ones tend to be quite big, but they are prone to burrs. And, you know, sometimes they can actually snap your thread. I've noticed that I've had a few DMC needles that have had burrs. Should post on a Facebook group. She got a small discount, £5. Oh my God. Stitching an 18 count 2/1 with very heavy confetti, they slide through like butter. Yeah, if the eyes are a little bit bigger, yeah, then they will. That's what I tend to do when I'm looking for a needle, is look for one where the eye is slightly bigger, slightly wider, because it opens up between the warp and the weft, and smooth passage and smooth stitch. I think that's why I don't mind the DMC needles so much, because they are quite a large eye. But I did find the bohin one had quite a small line, and luckily I'd used them for Sailing Fairy, and because it's 1/1, I can quite easily you know, use the bohin needle for that. Sharon uses Peacemakers on non-full coverage. I think Sandy's a Peacemaker fan as well, aren't you? If you're still in here, my lovely Sandy, I'm pretty sure you will be. I remember having a needle once. I don't know if it was a Prim one. And it was a longer needle with a wide eye, long wide eye. And I've no idea where I got it from, but I think it was a Prim one. And I've never found a needle like it. And you know, might sound daft, as a stitcher, we might just have a tool or something that we remember. And I remembered that needle, and I was gutted when I lost it. Ah, yes, I was right there, Sandy, yeah. Jodie, I don't like how when using ballpoint needles, I had to push it and it would pop through the hole. Yeah, I've not tried them yet, but I intend to at some point. So Missy, you only use a ballpoint needle from the German company. They don't turn blank. I have very hard on my needles, and all of the needles turn black after 100 stitches. Yeah. So they don't tarnish. That sounds good. But I will certainly be checking them out, because I've noticed that some of them are longer length, which is, you know, I don't mind having a long needle. Sandy likes ballpoint needles for full coverage. I suppose it's like anything. If you try it and you like it, get used to it and you can work with it. But sometimes you just like, nah. Clover Stitcher can only use pony black needles due to a nickel allergy. Yeah, I knew a lady who had a nickel allergy and her hands was terrible. And she wasn't a stitcher, she was a cook. Of course, when you're a cook, having a nickel allergy and then having to wash your hands literally all the time, her hands would just crack, you know, and they'd be really sore. It's quite a feel for her. Oh, blimey, both Missy and Sandy offering to send me some needles. Very kind of both of you. Definitely be appreciated. I'd certainly have a bash at them. Could do a review. A review of the ball tip needles. In fact, I could do a review of several kinds of needles, because I've got several kinds of needle. Which one's in the bath now, do you think? Ah, the sad demise of the Threado. It's all gone. Just roll it up, make a toy for the cat. Not that she's down here. So that's what I do with my Threado packets, and then flick it onto the floor and the cat goes chasing it. Then every so often we take the sofas out and they've been levitating under the empty Threado packets. I was saying to them at work today, it was quite funny. What a day. You know, I don't drink anymore. I used to, you know, have a glass of wine periodically, but I haven't actually drunk since Christmas, and to be fair, I don't miss it. So it's one of them things I just don't bother. I was saying to him, I said, you know, today I could be persuaded for a glass of wine, but I'll probably just have a Threado. Yeah, my Threado does last well. Leslie, what I tend to do is I break it up into 6 pieces, so it's like 6 chunks of chocolate, and it does last me a little while. Actually, somebody at work said to me, is it chocolate Threados or caramel Threados? I'm like, definitely the chocolate ones. They're my preferred, because you try and break a caramel one up and it just, oh, silly. Try and break a caramel one up and it just turns to mush. But yeah, I do like to break up the chocolate one into 6 pieces and it lasts me a little while. And even sometimes Andy joins me in a Freddo, don't you, love? Okay. Anna Karen, Permin Gold doesn't tarnish and 20 needles in a little cylinder. I don't think I've had any Permin needles. I might go on a hunt for those as well. And we can do a needle review. Caramel one sounds good. Yep, it is. But that's just a one bite. Patricia, yes, I will start putting Freddos in the freezer, especially when it gets a bit warmer. It'll definitely last longer then. Are you okay? You're doing a lot of sniffing. Are you feeling unwell? Well, what is it then?
I'm fine. You don't like that upstairs.
Yeah, people are asking if you're okay.
I'm fine.
I don't know what's wrong with him.
I've told you a few times I'm all right.
Well, you don't seem to be all right. I guess I'll find out later. I do apologise. I think he's grumpy. I don't know what gives with him. Okay. So that is all of that colour done, but I won't have a 0 with that one. So a fair number to do. Okay. What else have we got here? Yeah, that's very true, Missy. And yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine. Just wish I knew what gave, but yeah, it's a man thing, isn't it, I suppose. Sometimes they help, sometimes they don't, and he's just choosing not to today. Hey dear. I can hear Hannah talking to him. So. I'm guessing we're liking this Wednesday live then, chaps. You think it's worth me doing another one next week? Patricia. And yep, Sandy, you're quite right. Oh, the cat's just appeared from behind me. Surprised she didn't appear when she heard the Freddo packet rustle. So what do we reckon then? Shall we do another live next Wednesday? Should we call it the Over the Hump live? You know, I said to Andy, I said, I don't know how my Wednesday lives will pan out. And he's like, keep the faith. And of course he was right. And if I keep my Wednesday live with my focus on a finished piece, it means that one live is with my Sunday stitch, one live is with my focus on a finish. So you're going to get something different. So I think that that's fixed then, isn't it? We're going to make this a regular thing. Because although there's slightly less people in here on a Sunday, there's still a good amount of people in. I'm game having you on a Wednesday so I can stitch along. Yeah. I was actually watching a Sal earlier on, stitch along earlier on with Gemma Stitches because she popped out a stitch with me earlier. And I was like, oh, what a nice way to relax before I do my live. And I was like, yeah. But it's certainly good knowing that you guys want to join. They're both out of the bath now.
Yeah.
Right, guys. So Hannah and Lauren are going to be here. Hannah will be in charge. Mind you, at 22 and 15, if they can't look after themselves for a couple of days over the weekend, there's something blooming wrong. Grandad is available as a backup if need be, but I think they're going to try not to rely on Grandad this weekend. I just wait for the phone call when I'm in London. Mum, they've not done this. She's not done that. I'm like, great. Jodie, sorry not talking much, washing my hair for monthly back doctor appointments. No problem, Jodie. No problem at all.
Yeah,
Week on Saturday, I shall be having my hair cut. It's getting ready for sure. It feels quite long at the moment. Excuse me. My son always phones us, he can't find something. You tell him where it is and he swears blind it's not there yet. Like Lauren earlier on, she couldn't find a phone. And I said to her, is it in your blazer pocket? No, it's not in my blazer pocket. She found it in a blazer pocket.
Just didn't look.
Kids' eyes are painted on, but their ears sure work if you're talking about them. I'm just waiting for the inevitable. I've asked her to do something and she's not doing it. Can you tell her? That would be normal. I think back to sort of when, you know, there was me and my sister. I've got an older sister and an older brother. My brother's the eldest, and he's 7 years older than me, and my sister's 5 years older than me. Incidentally, it's the same age gap between my three girls. That's where it was between me and my brother and sister. You know, of course, we didn't have the luxury of mobile phones and stuff like that. But I tell you, if I didn't do what I'm the youngest, and if I didn't do what my sister told me, oh my God, were I in trouble. And when I finished being in trouble with my sister or my brother, I was then in trouble with my mother. Bless you. Leslie says, bless you.
Thank you.
It's been quite a nice stitch tonight. Enjoyed it. For me, stitching live on Wednesdays would be a welcome distraction. I take my weekly medicine on Wednesdays and I'm hit with side effects. Well, if ever there was a reason for me to carry on doing them.
You don't need a reason. Stitching in it.
I think they'd just be nice to do, just to break up the week. I look forward to my Sundays because it's a nice way to round off the week. But the weeks sometimes can seem long, and I would imagine, I would think that by putting this in, it'll break it up. So I think tonight has been a resounding success, and we will make it permanent.
Good, I'm glad.
Happy dancing, Jodie. Don't dance too much, you'll throw you back out. What have I got here? 602. Sounds good to you, Adria. Cool. Cool. And of course, you know, spread the word amongst any of your Stitchy friends that we do this live stream and we have a chat and we interact with each other and all of that good stuff. Because I should imagine that some of you people who come in and have a look and read the chat might be looking for, oh, I wonder if so-and-so is here this week. I wonder if such and such is chatting. I should imagine that some of you guys have made friends too. Sorry I haven't chatted, been busy with a few things, but had you one in the background. There's no problem at all. I'm quite happy to be the background company. No worries. I wonder how Catherine's getting on. See if I've got anything in from her. Okay. No new messages yet. Have you seen that Freddo wrapper yet, Kat? No, she's just walked past it. It's quite funny when she bats them around. This cat has got no end of cat toys, things on strings and catnip this and things with bells and balls and you name it. And she plays with a chocolate wrapper. Never known such a daft moggy in all my life. Hannah keeps going and she'll go out and she'll think, oh, I'll get this for cat. I'm sure she'll play with it. She'll play with it once or twice and then that'll be it. She just prefers to bat around little, you know, bottle caps and Freddo wrappers. It was quite funny. I got a packet of biscuits had come in and I tied that up like a Freddo wrapper and the cat was upstairs. She sat on Hannah's desk where Hannah does a diamond painting and I just placed it on the desk in front of her and she just whacked it off the desk.
That's our angel.
And she just looked down at it as if to say, what have you done that for? What have you put that there for? I don't want that there. Bam. Off it went. Funny cat. Does that mean Hannah's upstairs diamond painting if the cat's downstairs? Possibly. I don't know. She's just had a bath, so, you know, she might be drying her hair and whatnot. And she's done some more diamond painting this week when she's been able to, when the cat's not sat on it or tried to bite her hand or the pen or whatever. I think the cat doesn't really like it when Hannah doesn't give her any attention. It's a naughty cat, she really is. My kitten always wants to play with empty boxes, yeah. Funny when one went upside down and then we saw a box moving across the floor. Yeah, I love it when cats do things like that. They just haven't got a clue, have they? They don't realise that they can kind of, you know, that it's not heavy and they could move it off. I had a little kiddie visitor this morning. I had my back door open when the dryer's on. The conservatory door open because the dryer's in the conservatory. And this morning, I sat in the kitchen and I just happened to glance to the left and out the corner of my eye, I saw a movement in the conservatory and there's a black cat in there. Well, I said cat. He was more like a junior, sort of about 12, 18 months oldish. You know, that sort of wiry but chunky at the same time. And he looked at me looked at me straight in the eyes. Eyes turned to saucers, and he bolted for the door. My dog steals the toilet rolls if we don't close the door. Oh, my dear Missy, naughty doggy. We used to keep her cat food in the pantry on the floor, and we used to leave the pantry door open. And she has pouches of cat food, and she used to go in there and just chew the packets. And she'd just chew the corner of the packets to get food. There was once we went in there, and she'd gone through about 6 different packets, just chewing at them, try and get food out. Not like she was hungry or anything, because she wasn't. She was just being a minx. What have I got there? 3, 2, 1. Right. When I get to 300 stitches, I'm going to call this one night. But it's not going to be on this thread. I've got to, unless I put some more stitches somewhere else, I can pop in. Catherine's 43% on London, trying to work out how many patterns I can get on 25 counts. I've got 2 patterns, one 4 by 400 by 400, another by 900 by 275. The margins will be smaller than 3 inches. The margin on this, it's about 1 inch, maybe 1.5 inches. I do play close to the wind. I did with the margin for this one. I would say 2 inches all round is a good border. But, you know, if you're more comfortable with 3. Da, da, da. Very difficult to judge that one. My Gecko Rouge kits, my pain-free craft kits have a 3-inch border. My stitching shelf has got a good border, so has Night Cafe and Door to the Deep, but then I cut those fabrics myself. I think I've tried to sort of do 2 to 3 inch border where possible, but sometimes it's just not possible. And to get the best out of the fabric, you might just have to compromise just ever so slightly on the border. Okay. Where's my next stitch of this one? Oh, not until way over there. Let's have a new thread. Spotted only has 1.5 inch border. Didn't want to wait on fabric. So there you go. Catherine, so 1.5 inches is not too bad. And are you comfortable with that on a 1.5 inch border, Jodie? Treble 6. Yeah, it's looking great, Laurie. I'm just about finished though. Got to 500 on this today, which I'm happy with. because I've been working on stitching shelf as well. I've done 750 on stitching shelf as well today, and done a day's work.
How many stitches are you away from the end?
What, for this one?
Before you end the live stream.
Well, I've done now.
Keep talking. Guys, just so you know, there is something wrong. And I'm sorry that I've been like this tonight. It's not my intention to be like this. It's just, you know.
Well, we'll have a talk in a few minutes.
Well, I think it's only fair that they
No, we'll have a talk in a few minutes, okay? Right, that's that. So 500 stitches done. I am guessing the overwhelming is for me to do this again. So shall we say same time, same place next Wednesday? Probably same project too. I'll pass that on, Jodie. Jodie says big hugs. So, right. So I am going to clear off and go and see to this man of mine and see what's wrong. I will see you all on Sunday at 7:30 if you're here, and if not, next Wednesday at 7:30 as well. Okay. I'm sure Andy will be absolutely fine. I will find out what's going on, and yeah, we'll get there. So I will speak to everybody later. Thank you so much for joining me on this first inaugural midweek Wednesday stream, and we'll speak soon. All right, take care everyone. Bye bye for now.